Having no sponsors means I might need to sell this custom bike.
Bike skills don't pay the bills.
You know us, 4 bike athletes trying to chase every industry out there. Not like this guy, he has already made it, but we'll get back to him later.
I opened my eyes when Fabio told me that.
As the world-class riding isn't a problem. We have made this 8 episodes of a sponsor chase, and I can not so proudly announce that we made 0 sponsors so far. Just like on a trials bike, we are gonna stay hooked to this mission. Thomas told me he has another idea.
Guys, I think we need some help here.
That's why I reached out to someone with sponsorship experience in the bike industry.
I was the one being sponsored. Right now I'm the one which sponsors some people, and therefore it's actually kind of cool to see both of the sides of the industry.
Andrea is a former trials rider and he knows famous riders personally and even runs a bike business. So that will be interesting.
I used to be a professional, I would say now mountain bike rider. So I've been starting as a trials rider as you guys. I haven't been as good as you all are, but I had a great passion within the industry. First Monty 219, and then I started with that one. I've been competing within the trials world until the age of 20 or 21, and then I moved into the mountain bike scene. First of all, because I actually enjoyed that, especially also doing trials on the mountain bike. Since I moved from the trials world into the mountain bike world, I also gained quite some tractions on social media, roughly 60 or something K followers on Instagram. 3 or 4 years ago, when I was actually really pushing that, it gave me the opportunity to work with different brands and also having my own sponsors. I decided to go to Innsbruck just because Fabio was living there, and if I want to keep on doing that on a different level, then it would be cool to join Fabio and do things with him. And this is also where we started then with Bikeflip, and therefore my life got into a different direction, let's say. The project has been founded by myself together with Nikolai Holder and Fabio Wibmer, which I'm sure you guys know.
But why is Andrea actually able to sponsor bike athletes?
Bikeflip, it is the infrastructure that connects buyers and sellers of bicycles. Marketing-wise, we push Italy, Germany, and Austria. Fabio is very well involved when it comes to the marketing. We welcomed on board Loic Bruni, the 5-time world champs of downhill, and also Gabriel Wibmer, Fabius Kasing, and Stefan Schneider. So they're basically endorsers of Bikeflip right now.
You'll get these sponsor tips soon, but let's first find out what brands are really looking for on social media.
In our case, since Fabio it is very well known on social media, we thought that it makes definitely sense to try to push that activity. Even if it doesn't really drive too many conversions, if you want to buy an expensive product, associating our brand and the big names of athletes to Bikeflip enhances the trust of our platform.
No worries. We are getting to what you and my athletes should know now.
I think that athletes nowadays, it is important that they understand social media. It is one of the main or key, let's say, way how to communicate. The more I talk with brands, both on a personal level before having Bikeflip, but also now with Bikeflip, I understand that in the end, for a brand, what it is important is to reach out to a lot of people and to, convert in the end. They care about knowing about yourself as an athlete, what you do on a daily basis, and having your own, let's say, way to communicate, because this is in the end what matters for brands. If you are keen also or able to communicate, and if someone is not really able to do it on their own social media, then this probably also means that they are not really able to do that on a brand level.
As we are just getting started with this, I was wondering what's the philosophy of pro creators like Fabio Wibmer.
I opened my eyes when Fabio told me that if you go and take a look at the age competition and you see Loic Bruni doing whatever, like a 25 meters jump within the trees in the forest and super tricky one, you as an expert understand the difficulty of it. But the public in the end thinks that this is their job, a professional athlete, and this is basically normal. But if you take the same jump and you do it within the stairs of your own city, where this stair set, where the difficulty of doing it, then you realize how difficult this stuff is. and how crazy and how dangerous and so on. And this attracts basically the interest of the public. Trials bike somehow looks like a tool. It's not a bike, it's like a tool, you know what I mean? And therefore people think, all right, with that bike I also might do it. And this is unfortunately unrelated to make proper competitions and wins. Goes along with the overall understanding of how to communicate and how to get the best out of what you do. Social media and so on, they really have an impact. If you think about brands, how much they grew through social media, this is really crazy.
So traditional ways of sports sponsoring are basically that. Come on. Good one.
If you're a young athlete, like, what would be the best way to approach Bikeflip?
In my opinion, is through social media. You need to reach out to people from the marketing, and in the end, who usually manages the social media platforms is the marketing team. Easy and straightforward, like, yo guys, this is me. Are you searching for another athlete? You know what I mean? It's not that you have to write a proper presentation or whatsoever. The best pitch you can do, I would say nowadays, it is the presence you have on online, basically.
So how could Bikeflip profit from us through social media then? Maybe through selling special pieces on the platform.
Let's say Loic Bruni would sell his world champion bike on Bikeflip. Would you buy it or not?
You know, like, those bikes is not something that you probably buy for riding it. It's more like you buy them to, you know, like, keep them on the wall. The chance of buying bikes from such a legend, this is something that definitely drives my attention.
This is our chance to get honest feedback on the Lifecycle YouTube series. And who knows, maybe we'll even get that first sponsor.
And what is actually your personal opinion on a YouTube series dedicated to finding sponsors?
So your project, you mean?
I'm just asking in general what you think about.
So, yes.
I'm a big fan, let's say, of such projects. I'm a big fan also of YouTube series in general. It is the most authentic way how to communicate. And what I'm not really a big fan of social media, it looks too fake. Everything is just fake. Always the same type of content. Authenticity is in the end the key to talk with people in an honest way. And that's also what people are interested in. Via YouTube, you have the time, let's say, to really share more of yourself. It could be something that people are really interested in, and they will probably, hopefully, follow it.
You know, we're working on a new episode, and we were thinking, like, has there been any kind of historic parts yet, or anything like super crazy which someone usually wouldn't like think about?
Yes, I definitely recall some strange stuff, or at least they've been uploading strange stuff on Bikeflip. This is definitely the case.
And what about selling bike trophies? Do you think it would be possible or not?
Yeah, I think so.
All he wants to sell everything now.
All my medals, everything is gonna be up tomorrow.
Ollie already mentioned it, and I think we've got a pitch for you. We've got some special trials parts for a platform. I think they are unique in their own way, and they are priceless in terms of value. In my opinion, they could be shown in museums.
Okay guys, so here you have piece number one. It's heavy, so heavy things are always worth a lot. If you have this, people will really recognize that you're a piece of the culture and you understand things about cycling.
This is probably one of the first ever prototypes of trial carbon frame in the world. It has more than 20 years. I'm showing this probably first time to anyone, only one example in the world.
It's my World Championship bike, Monty M5 frame. It's not really working anymore. Very special frame to me. If anyone wants to buy it still, you know where it is. It's not gonna be cheap, by the way.
There's this one thing that is super special.
This bike has been my favorite, and it's been with me to some of my favorite places like Cape Town and New York. But if it comes to it, it might be up for sale on Bikeflip.
Completely honestly speaking, you know, like, I've been always looking up at you as proper idols. You know, like, the ones that are doing your sport at the best level. I feel like you're definitely a big inspiration also for the overall industry of trials, which is a niche. But remember, guys, that if you would have done the same thing within, for example, football, then you probably would have been in a different situation right now. So what you achieved on a competition level is really impressive.
Thank you, Bikeflip. These sponsor tips were super helpful.
Don't forget to subscribe, and hey Bikeflip, let us know if you're up for it.
Really? Oh, the trial guys.